Hi, I'm Jason Hendry, and this is my dad, Scott Hendry. Yeah, we're about to go for a fly in his Ninja. This is a plane that he built. I've only had one previous fly where I completely shit my pants. So hopefully this time, it's going to be a walk in the park. Thanks, Dad.
Okay, we're ready to go.
Caboolture traffic, Ninja 8092 is taxiing for 12, Caboolture.
If you're not happy, if you're uncomfortable, don't want to be up there, just let me know. We'll come straight back.
Caboolture traffic, Ninja 8092 is lining up 12, departing for Moreton Island, Caboolture.
Okay, you all set?
I'm all good.
Foxback 91.
So how long did it take to build the plane?
11 months.
That was total elapsed time, 11 months.
Yeah,
From start to
from the
finish.
time I started to build it till the time it flew.
Right. In that 11 months, what took up most of the time? Was it just your meticulous approach to having everything put together right?
Basically, and you know, not knowing what I was doing, having never built one before, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't building any
Caboolture, Savannah 7463, taxi runway 12 for local flight.
I wasn't building any gotchas in the plane.
Right. What were some of the more difficult aspects of the build in that 11 months?
The most difficult part was the windows, because the plastic for the windows and that just comes as big sheets, and you've got to cut it all to shape.
So how much material did you have to source locally in order to supplement the build?
Mostly it was just nuts and bolts. Take plenty of pictures.
Yeah. So yeah, this is getting a pretty good angle. Woo! Look at that, wide blue.
How are you feeling?
Awesome.
Good.
So this is nice and clear and the air's fairly consistent.
Yeah. And it's nice and smooth this morning.
Yeah. How high have you taken this?
9,500.
Woo!
Tangalooma traffic, Ninja 8092 is 3 miles west of the northern tip of Moreton Island.
What's Tangalooma?
So Tangalooma is a resort down here.
Uh-huh.
So you see that beach in the cove there?
Yes.
And you can see some buildings in there?
Yes.
Okay, that's the Tangalooma Resort.
Right.
And just a little bit this way, you can see some dark shapes in the water.
Yes.
That's the wrecks at Tangalooma.
Okay.
So they've built those as an artificial reef.
Right. The sandbars in the bay are just incredible.
Yeah.
I think I figured out what the problem is.
What problem?
The whole anxiety problem.
Yeah.
Going through turbulence, besides being an anxiety-generating event of itself, also gives you that butterflies in the tummy, which is also a response to anxiety or fear.
Right.
So it's like a twofold impact on your senses when you go through a little bit of a bump.
But it's just because of the different motion that you're not used to.
Yeah.
And you don't really know what to expect from it, you know, and you don't know how far is it going to go, how bad is it going to get. Well, this is about as bad as it's going to get.
Right.
So, you know.
Yeah. I'm just sad that I know the pictures aren't going to do it justice.
Yeah, never do. But when you look at the videos, you know, you get a bit more of an appreciation for it if you've been up there.
Yeah. Oh, those wrecks are looking magnificent.
And so that's the resort, just all in there, all those buildings.
Right.
Okay, I'll come around and do a loop.
Okie doke.
See the dark patch in the water? There's a big deep gutter out in front of the resort there.
Yeah. Naturally formed?
I think so.
Lovely.
when we get on the windward side of the island, it'll be a lot smoother.
Eddies in the space-time continuum.
Oh yeah, if you like, yeah.
That's the second time I've used that one this weekend. So the engine came with the plane?
No, that was a separate purchase.
Ah, yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So how did you go getting the engine into the chassis?
It was quite easy, actually. What was the difficult part was doing all the plumbing.
Right.
You know, plumbing up the radiator and the oil cooler and that sort of thing.
And I imagine working in the confined space is not easy.
When you're plumbing up the engine, you've got all the cowlings off.
Right.
So the engine's right there, it's completely exposed.
Oh, okay.
Very, very easy to work on.
Oh.
Now that island that you can see in the middle there,
yes,
that's Peel Island. Have you been to Peel with me?
Yeah, we went and had a swim. Yeah, that's a nice spot to go swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a nice big dune.
This is a very, one of the most notorious bars in the country for being very dangerous.
Okay.
So here's the little settlement down here.
Uh-huh.
It makes me wonder, you know, what it would be like to live here.
Right.
Okay, so we're going to turn around and track up the other side of Moreton.
Right. We got some good waves coming in off the ocean there.
Yep.
Traffic Sport 7190. 7 to the south. Inbound at estimated time at 3.6. Kimpy.
That's the sound of an overloaded brain. When the brain is so busy flying the airplane and then trying to do a radio call as well.
Right.
Yep, that's the sound of an overloaded brain, and we've all been there, all done that.
So 7 other planes must have taken a fair bit of coordination. What's it like flying in a group?
Well, not much different to what this is, because we didn't fly in formation or anything like that.
Right.
And it was just, we'll start from this airfield at this time.
Yep. And
we'll head to this airfield and meet up. And so we flew from Caboolture to Pacific Haven, which is, Keppel is about the same distance offshore as what Moreton is.
Okay.
So it was really easy. And as we headed out over the water, I climbed, and I got about halfway out there, and I thought, I'm not going to be able to get down quick enough to get into Keppel. So I had to shut the engine right down to idle, and then basically do a side slip. And it's a pretty unpleasant sort of a sensation when you do it. I'll just do a quick...
No, that's fine. No. Dad, write it, please. Thanks.
You're not feeling well?
No. Thank you. I was about to say thank you for resisting showing me, but you had to go and do it anyway.
I did, yeah.
Oh, no, thanks. Let's just keep it calm and even.
Now, you see, you haven't flown enough to know.
Yeah.
When you're flying with a pilot and the pilot says, watch this, you say, oh, I think I'm going to be sick. Right, we're on the ground. So up in front of us here is Cape Moreton, and there's a lighthouse on there.
Oh, okay.
So I'll do a little bit of a loop around that so you can get some pictures of the lighthouse.
Right.
I'll come back around here and then do a pass in front of it.
Okay. Yep, looking good. Nice.
Okay, we'll head back, eh?
Awesome. Oh, do we have to? How's the fuel looking?
Plenty. Still got 40 liters.
So what were some of the customizations you put into the plane?
The gas lifts on the doors.
Yep.
The split doors rather than one-piece doors.
Okay.
Oh, lots and lots of little things. The seats are standard.
Okay.
Those pockets up the front that's a customization. Chris made those.
Right. So lots of finishing details.
Exactly.
Right.
Now what we're getting into now is the inversion layer.
Okay.
Oftentimes when you get this sort of thing in clear air like that, it's two air currents moving in different directions.
Right.
And you get, you know, where they cross over, you get a bit of
eddies in the space-time continuum.
exactly, yeah, in the space-time. That's another thing. Golf courses make great landmarks.
All traffic in the Caloundra CTAP advised helicopter rescue 511 of BK helicopter departs the Sunshine Coast control zone. To the south, we're tracking at 1000 for the Royal Brisbane Hospital, traffic Caloundra. And traffic Caloundra, Ninja 8092 is just crossing overhead Wirram on descent through 2,000 feet for 1,500 feet tracking for Caboolture Airfield. Traffic Caboolture, traffic Caloundra. Rescue 511, and just confirm you'll be not above, not below, I should say, 1,500. Okay, I'll maintain 1,500 to the airfield. Rescue 511, thanks, and we'll maintain 1,000. Okay, I copy that. You're maintaining 1,000. Caboolture traffic, Ninja 8092 is overhead Bribie Island Bridge, inbound at 1,700. Estimate circuit at 02, Caboolture.
Yeah, so that's why I did that call when I heard that helicopter say he was leaving Caloundra, tracking for Brisbane Hospital.
Yeah.
Brisbane's down there. You can see the city.
Yeah.
So he's going to be tracking straight across our path.
Right.
So if you keep an eye out for him, he may pass underneath us.
Caboolture traffic, Ninja 8092 is joining crosswind 06, Caboolture. Caboolture traffic, Ninja 8092 is turning base 06 for a full stop, Caboolture.
$500.
Traffic, Underglider Golf Hotel Mike is lining up runway 06, immediate departure to the northeast, Caboolture traffic. 8092 is clear the runway, Caboolture. 06 for touch and go, Caboolture.
Have a bit of air in.
Yeah.
So how was that?
That was awesome. That was a fantastic flight.
Yep.
Only that little bit of nerves when you decided to slip. That was fantastic, and it's just going to get better and better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks.